Really sad, the Indonesian flag was not permitted to be exhibited during the Thomas Cup podium ceremony, despite Indonesian badminton team winning the tournament after beating defending champion China 3-0. The World Anti-Doping Agency imposed the sanction on Indonesia for failing to comply with its regulation to send the sample of doping tests to the agency. The declaration of non-compliance means Indonesia is also ineligible to be awarded to the right to host regional, continental or world championship during their suspension.
Indonesia have been crowned Thomas Cup champions for the first time in 19 years after beating China 3-0 in Sunday's final at Ceres Arena in Aarhus, Denmark. The triumph was the Indonesian 14th overall, but first since 2002 as China, fielding a relatively inexperienced outfit, came up short in their quest to retain the crown and claim a seventh title in 9 editions. Indonesia are the most successful nation in the history of the team championship of men badminton with 14 titles, but had endured a 19-year winless drought before Sunday's victory.
Indonesia won the Thomas Cup title for the first time in 19 years after beating China 3-0 in Sunday's final at Ceres Arena in Aarhus, Denmark. It was Indonesia's 14th overall title in the history of the tournament, better than China's 10 titles. But the celebration on stage during the trophy ceremony was subdued for Indonesia as there was no hoisting of the national flag due to the country being sanctioned by the World Anti-Doping Agency for non-compliance with drug testing rules.
Senator reaction. The Indonesian House of Representatives highlight the red and white flag that did not fly at the peak of the 2020 Thomas Cup when Indonesia won the event. The chairman of Commission 11 of the PRRI, Saiful Huda, then questioned the performance of the Ministry of Youth and Sport because it was powerless to respond to the warning from the World Anti-Doping Agency. The achievement of the 2020 Thomas Cup team is certainly extraordinary. Unfortunately, the promise of the Ministry of Youth and Sport in responding to the threat of World Anti-Doping Agency sanction has not been proved in the field. As a result, the red and white did not fly in this historic event, said Huda, Monday, October 18.
Youth and Sport Minister Zainuddin Amali said on October 8 that the non-compliance WADA called for was more about sending samples. Zainuddin revealed that COVID-19 made the sample submission not to go according to the test doping plan. The cessation of competition and tournament due to the pandemic caused the planned number of samples not be fulfilled. According to Zainuddin, WADA letter was received in September and has 21 days to respond to his letter. The Minister of Youth and Sport claimed to have given a reply letter and is now waiting for WADA's response.
Former national badminton players regret not raising the red and white flags when the Indonesian badminton team won in the 2020 Thomas Cup in Aarhus, Denmark at Sunday night. The Indonesian team won the Thomas Cup by beating China 3-0 in the final, which took place at Ceres Arena, Denmark. It is ironic when celebrating the Thomas Cup victory, the red and white couldn't fly. It's a shame, said Chandra Wijaya. Unfortunately, it feels like eating less salt. Usually, the red and white are sung together with the anthem of Indonesia Raya, said Taufik, who praised the athlete and official for not being affected by these conditions and staying focused on competing.
Atlet level Anthony Sinisuka Ginting. What Number 5. Anthony getting shit the best but 20 the best point for Indonesia. He won back for a shit don't go by what 27. Yung Kong Chu father had bought butter that two for open of father interference what it ever when in so for Anton but in back to it thought of the potato in the second setting. And for him what be followed, but this what the most the well what he said.
Of Parliament, when athletes, coach, official, and all Indonesia people joined in singing the song Indonesia Raya solemnly with their right hand on their chests. Actually, the red and white flag has flew on all of our chests. Of course, this will affect the good name of Indonesia in the field of sports. Moreover, the Indonesia team may not carry the name and fly the country's flag in regional, continental, and the World Championship, except for the Olympics. The government must continue to pay attention to badminton development so that the golden tradition of badminton, especially the Olympics and Thomas Cup by Indonesia, continues to be maintained. Now, the Thomas Cup trophy can also return after 19 years. This year is truly the moment of revival for Indonesia badminton.
Very unfortunate, isn't it? Yes, that's true. But the Minister of Youth and Sport says it is not a serious problem. What can I do? Said Bambang Rudianto. Apart from being not able to fly red and white flag, Indonesia is also prohibited from participating in tenders to host multiple events. That is the statement. So we can bid on the regular tournament, but we can't bid to Asian Games, SEA Games, or World Championship. That is a letter from BWF.